Okay, gentlemen. How about we talk about Saber Interactive?
Let's do it. Let's talk about
I
it.
mean, we love controversy, but before we do, I today I was just like looking at like Saber still owned by Embracer. No, it wasn't. It actually was sold back to Matthew Kosh, who was the owner or
Hmm.
something like that. But the same Matthew Kosh is obviously in the news headlines right now, apologizing to a writer that he wants to replace or has been replacing or will replace. I don't know. But I feel like, by the way, like this game, Rideshare Simulator. Have you guys seen this game?
No.
No, it's got much more photorealistic graphics than I would assume from a game called Rideshare Simulator.
Yeah, it's actually called Rideshare Stimulator, which is also a bit odd. But anyways,
Yeah, even less would I expect photorealistic graphics from such a situation.
the game, it's a bit of a shame that the game like maybe it looks pretty cool, like the idea wise, and the execution
Yeah.
seems to be very high quality, but it's a shame that the entirety of this game is overshadowed by the controversy.
Yeah, I think the controversy is interesting to me because, like, gaming companies are using AI and they will continue to use more AI. More and also like they have long used tools which could arguably fall under a similar bucket of machine learning. Like it's very, very fuzzy lines. And so, but I think that the primary thing about AI right now is it's a class conflict thing, right? That this is what really upsets people. This is what the huge problem is with AI. And so when you see controversies like this, they're most dangerous when they appear to be an arrogant rich jackass talking about how he will use AI to make other people's lives worse, which is what happened here, right? He said he would be happy to replace this writer. And so that is when you can get genuine. That's when the controversy is going to get the worst. Is when AI is seen as this tool, seen as because it is this tool of the ruling class, and when you sort of talk about it in those terms, you're in for a bad time.
So, by the way, funny enough, with regards to AI, so according to what I'm reading right now, it says here, recent industry data projects that up to 50% of all games on Steam could feature an AI disclosure. Now, I have an issue, generally speaking, with people claiming like that Steam gets I don't know 1,000 games per month or whatever. And because my issue with that is because it's so much trash and so much like just like a shovelware, throwaway, whatever you want to call it, or copy pasta type games, that I don't count them as real games that actually want to have impact. But what I want to get to is is that there was a report recently. Wasn't there a report recently about AI generative, or rather, sorry, games that use the disclosure on Steam
Hmm.
tend to sell a lot less or have issues with
Yeah.
sales. Yeah, I'm trying to find that article for you, but
Yeah. No, that was
yeah,
I remember that. I always take that with a touch of salt.
salt, really?
Yeah, because you're not comparing like for like games. Maybe the games that currently use AI are the low production games, and they would always be less popular, not because there is AI in there, but just because the games are not that good. Um, it can be a chicken and egg story, and let's wait until the next God of War has AI in there, and let's see what happens. You know?
I mean, the thing is, like, it does. Like, we know that like God of War. I mean, AI, right? It's a very difficult term to define in a lot of these
Yeah.
ways, especially with game development. So, like, we know that they had mega scans, which I'm sure require some kind of processing, not necessarily an LLM, but like, there's stuff, Unreal Engine would have things that could be qualified as that. And, like, it's just really hard to define what is and what isn't.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And at some point, it's just a matter of budget. Can you afford to buy a game without AI, or you can't, and then you just have to play a free-to-play game that has AI? It's the same with food. It's the same with so many things, right? How much are you ready to pay for potential higher quality? But here, it doesn't. We don't even know if it means higher quality, and we can have that discussion in 6 months from now, in 1 year from now, where I guess the progress will be more significant for what AI can do to support the development of video games.